What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As you can see, today we are shooting a whole bunch of R-Pods, Ibex, Nobos, and Surveyor. We are out here in the icy cold Indiana, baby. And today we're going to be taking a tour of a staple in the RV industry. This is going to be a no-slide, predominantly couples or single travelers coach that weighs under 4,500 pounds. But what makes this one a little bit special is it actually has the dual axle. So usually when you get into some of these smaller travel trailers, the concern is the single axle. You know, what if a tire pops, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill there. But this is the 2026 R-Pod 205. And if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I have not shot a couple R-Pods in quite a while. I used to sell them probably about 3 years ago for the better part of the previous 10. And it's a fantastic product, built really well, aluminum frame construction with the Asdale sidewalls. And they even go with just kind of some of the nicer touches like Goodyear tires and things like that. We'll get into all that here in this video though. But again, it's the 2026 R-Pod 205. Again, under 4,500 pounds dry. Now the rest of the specs, tank sizes, awning sizes, length, height, all that good stuff will be down in the description. What do you think about that? I think it's pretty cool that you got this window right here. Talk about stargazing out with honey buns. And then you also got the thermal reflective to help keep some of the sun out when you don't want it. But like I said, no slides, lightweight, dual axle. Let's go ahead and get on into the tour. I'm getting to the point where I'm yapping. But look at that. Hey, look at that right there. It even says a genuine classic. So, you know, sometimes I'm smarter than I make it out to be. I said it was a classic and it's a genuine classic, baby. So right here, I mean, really everything that you need. 8-foot wide frame, I do declare. And you got the north to south bed. So as you can see, you could still walk around the bed here and still be fully functional. So instead of flipping it there, they went with the north to south. I think that was a pretty good move. If you want a small footprint, it's how do you get kind of bigger features for bigger people. Like I am 6 foot, 300 pounds, a big, beautiful RV loving man. And some of these small campers are not conducive to someone like me. So instead of like a 4-table dinette top, they went with the 2. The cool thing about this is it drops down for the sleeper. So just because you have a small unit with no bunks doesn't mean you can't occasionally bring a grandkid or set up like a dog bed or something like that. Right over here, you're going to have some recliners. You can see the cup holders currently have the TV dinner tray kind of linked up into them. So it's nice to have something like that. And then you also have a window back behind, which is going to be tinted. Hopefully you're catching a good view. It's also got the old Dracula shade, baby. Stop the skin from sizzling, keeping some nosy eyes out. If you like overhead storage, it's got overhead storage. And I like the fact that this is not glass. It's almost like it's like a plasticky material, kind of textured. Kind of brings in a little bit of mystery. Like, you know, what is that hiding right behind that window? What could that be? Right here is going to be your water pump and water heater. You also got yourself, the tank fills. They did switch over to the tankless hot water heater right there. And they feature the 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator, which is going to be a 12 volt. I believe this one does come standard with 200 watts of solar up on the roof. But like I said, it's been a little while, so I want to make sure that I'm accurate in that. So make sure to talk to your salesperson, but also check that description where I'll put in, some of those features for you as well. The freezer section is nice because it can actually fit in a full-size pizza, which, that's not always the case. If you know, you know. So right there, a couple different places to put some of your dry food. I also like the fact that you have your speaker here as well. So it's kind of centrally located, so that way you can hear what's going on the TV. Smart TV, 32-inch. You can see here it's on the swivel, so you can move it around, whether you're doing some dishes in the back, sitting on the recliner, maybe even catch it from the bedroom if you would like. But you can play all of your Netflixes, and it's nice to know that it's got full color, so it's not black and white for you, I suppose. Full color. I wonder what that means. Why is that even a selling point? What is in full color these days? I like the gold handlebars too. So I remember when R-Pod first came out with this segment, I was pretty shocked because they used to only have the kind that were like one fiberglass shell. So now they've expanded out into some bigger ones, and I really dig it. It's cool to be back in them. Kind of nostalgic, which sounds kind of weird. But for someone that's been in RVs for so long, it is what it is. You got the hard wrap countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. And this one has the built-in air fryer convection combo down at the bottom, with the two top burner to whip up all the fixings. You also got a couple pull-out drawers, and they went with the round stainless steel sink with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. But wait, if you want a cup holder, or that'd be a huge cup. It could be a cup. You'd be drunk. But it's a cutting board top right there. So you lift that up, put it over there. Now you got more countertop space. Pretty good countertop space too, if I don't mind saying. Windows open up for a good breeze. You also, excuse me, have a wireless charger, 2 outlets, USB and universal C. But that gets up and gets out of the way if you would like it. More overhead storage here as well. And then, you know, you're ready to rock here. All right, so now heading back into the bathroom. You got your porcelain foot flush throne here, but you can see enough room to really get the job done, but not too much else. This is definitely a shower and get out and get ready type bathroom, I would say. Backlit mirror, perfect place to show off the old bowling gun, baby. You also have a place where you can put, you know, all your shampoos and deodorants and your whatnots. Got a couple different little mesh, you know, holders there. And you got the sink. Let's see what we got. So they always put all these decor stuff. Let's pop a little bit here. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, it's lemony. Lemony schnickets. All right, so right here is going to be a shower. Big enough for about 0.9 roundies. So a guy my size, we're not standing like this. We are turning sideways. So I'm docking 1/10 of a point there, but I still can shower. Even with this closed, you can see I got enough room. But I'm not like turning around or nothing. And you got about 6'1" for head clearance here. So like I said, it's a get me done style. I do love that wallpaper there, though. I think that looks pretty slick. You got a place to hang up your towels, and then you have the Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 there up on the roof. As far as head height here too into the travel trailer itself, you know, you're looking at probably 6'3", 6'4". You do have the ability to get the gateway if you would like, so it's pre-wired for it. Basically, that's 4G LTE, and then you have your control panel right over here with your solar charge controller. So you had 200 watts of solar up top, all your different lighting structures, and then your awning LED lights. We'll go ahead and turn that on for when we head outside. North to south bed with the 3 little baskets right there, so that way you can store all your stuff just right. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry, and then you can also see this is also an emergency exit window as well, which we kind of saw, you know, up front, how you get out of that. But I mean, look at that. Hanging room, more hanging room, outlets. That'll be on both sides. And then you also have a place where you could put like a CPAP or something of that nature here up front. And you got another speaker here in the bedroom. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Now I'm going to head around on the outside. Probably wrap this thing up in about 3 minutes or so to show you where everything is out. And then I'm going to try to see if I can get a whole bunch more of these done as we kind of get moving along. But again, it's the 2026 R-Pod 205. And just in case you didn't see it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for Funtown RV, will be down in the description there for you. So right up here, they are using the BAL frame. So it's a frame by Norco, a little bit different than probably what you're used to. It's held together by the huck bolts there. So a lot of people are liking those. Some good reviews. Neither good nor bad, I suppose. But you also have the manual stabilizing jacks, 5/16 bit. Just zip them on down. You're ready to rock. You also have your power tongue jack, 2 20-pound propane tanks, a place where you can fit not 1 but 2 batteries, along with a battery disconnect right there. But what do you guys think about that front window? By the way, that's kind of like an acrylic plastic there too, so it's a little bit tougher. So that way, if a rock does hit it, it just kind of skips off. I mean, I don't see too many of those, you know, get broken or hear about it. And I'm all over the internet these days. Right here is going to be your awning. Obviously, it provides shade and does things that awnings do. Exterior speakers. They are using the Asdale, so that's going to be inside the wall there for you, impervious to, you know, water damage and things like that. Just kind of, instead of soaking up, it kind of beads it off. You know what I mean? That's right there is going to be for an exterior grill. You also got a place to whip up the fixings. You know, maybe put some burger buns, cut some tomatoes, do what you got to do there. Hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, along with your exterior speakers. Now here on the back, you're going to see on the corner right here is the back end of that tankless hot water heater. You also have a 2-inch receiver here underneath the spare tire and bumper. along with the Lippert on-the-go ladder system, and then the backup camera prep as well. So if you want to see what's going on behind you with some distance markers, you can most certainly add one of those on at the dealership or yourself with it being prepped. You connect a couple wires, you know you're ready to rock. So this is going to be your waste water holding and your sewer outlet connection. So in one kind of spot, making life a little bit easier. Your 30 amp connection, and then your black tank flush, which is like a little sprinkler system there for your poop tank. You also have your cable satellite, again, the Goodyear tires. You got a little bit of storage over here. Let's see if it's unlocked. It is not. City water connection, potable water, and you are good to go. Battery disconnect over on the front cap. But all right, guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 R-Pod 205. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow. Shoom. Rum dum ba da 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 dum rum ba da ba da bum rum ba 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 da bum rum pum 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 ba da ba da bum pum ba da ba da bum pum ba da ba da bum.